Hello, and welcome to another exciting Kings of War battle report. Today we have a rematch between the Elves and the Basileans. We've upped the ante to 750 points and are playing on a slightly larger table. Let's take a look at the deployment. Starting with the Elves, we have a regiment of Palace Guard on the top left, 2 Bolt Thors on the hill, then a regiment of Tall Spears, an Elven King behind them, and a regiment of Archers on the far right. For the Basileans, we have a troop of crossbow in the forest on the far left, followed by a high paladin on dragon, then another troop of crossbowmen in the other forest. Finally, we have a regiment of Elohai on the far right flank. Elves won the roll-off for first turn, so let's see what they do. End of Elves turn 1, Palace Guard moved at the double, Tall Spears nudged forward, and the Archers moved up to get in range of the Elohai. The Archers fired on the Elohai, scoring several hits, but failing to do any damage. The Bolt Thors fared a bit better, putting several wounds on the dragon, but failing to waver it. Basilean turn 1. Elohai fly into the forest and position themselves for charging next turn. The crossbow in the middle forest fire into the Tall Spears, managing 2 wounds, while the crossbow on the far right move to the edge of the forest to have a better firing position next turn. The dragon debated stopping behind the puddle in the middle of the field to breathe fire on the Palace Guard, but the Basilean commander was too zealous and self-righteous to allow anything but a full-on attack. Dragon did then manage to put 7 wounds on the Palace Guard and waver them. Elves turn 2. Tall Spears rush forward, positioned to charge either crossbow unit next turn. Archers turn to deny the menacing Elohai the flank charge, while the Elven King moves to support the wavered Palace Guard unit in their fight against the dragon. All fire is focused on the Elohai, but the distracted archers and nervous war machine crews can't manage a single point of damage. Basilean turn 2. Both troops of crossbowmen fire into the Palace Guard, causing respectable damage and resulting in another wavered roll. The Elohai confidently charge into the front of the archers, causing 5 damage, while the dragon flies over the Palace Guard to charge one of the Bolt Thors, utterly destroying it. Elves turn 3. Archers countercharge the Elohai but fail to cause any damage. Tall Spears charge the crossbow to their right and wipe them out. Meanwhile, the Elven King bravely charges into the dragon, causing an impressive 4 damage. Basilean turn 3. The Elohai scatter the remnants of the Archer unit, while the crossbowmen fire a final volley into the Palace Guard, breaking the unit's shaken nerve. The dragon countercharged into the Elven King that wounded it previously. And in the final couple of turns before we called the game, the Tall Spears charge into and destroy the remaining crossbowmen hiding at the back of the board, while the Elohai charge and destroy the remaining Bolt Thor, and the dragon does finish off that heroic Elven King that was dueling it for several rounds. Called the game after 5 turns. Didn't calculate points, but it looked like a solid Basilean victory again. Well, I hope you enjoyed this battle report. I enjoyed making it. I'm looking forward to doing several more. Happy to say that the new microphone and new video editing tool are working great. Look forward to continuing to improve these battle reports and get more out there. I'd like to put up a little preview for our next battle report here. This is what happened last time. My brother's obnoxious tree man tried to push my elves around. Certainly hope this is what's going to happen again when we play again on Saturday. It's going to be a 1,500 point match, Elves versus Forces of Nature, and I'm planning on getting a battle report of it turned out pretty soon after, so I hope to see you guys then. Thanks.